Bento Summer Xtreme, your number one source for anime, JRock, video games, and Blizzard news, guys. Bento Summer Extreme here is once again to bring you guys the latest news on these industries on which your hosts Brian and Steve, myself, are going to bring to you guys. This week's top news is about Street Fighter, in which Brian will fill you in more on.
Well, guys, get ready to say Hadouken! Well, what's going on is Street Fighter 25th anniversary is actually getting a collection.
Awesome, man.
Wow, are you trying to refute me today?
I'm trying to say it at the same time as you, man. That's how epic this thing is.
Well, it's coming out on September 18th for $149.99. That's kind of a little pricey, guys.
Yes.
However, the best part is North American exclusive, guys.
Woo!
Finally, we get something crazy.
Something that Japan doesn't get first.
Yeah. Well, what's going on is that we have more fans in America about fighting games. I know that for a fact. Well, there's going to be 4 games that's going to come out with this whole collector's item. Street Fighter X Tekken is going to be the first one with full DLC.
Awesome.
And Super Street Fighter 4 with the whole DLC in it. And Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD is going to be mixed with it. And Street Fighter 3, the Third Strike Online Edition is going to come out.
Very cool, dude. All in one.
Oh, I'm already tired, man. Thinking over it. But there's so many other stuff coming with it. Art book, guys. There's going to be 2 Blu-ray discs that's going to have the full animated Street Fighter with like a bunch of movies and everything, guys. The best part about this thing is, you know what you get? You get a Ryu's martial arts black belt.
That's awesome, man. For only yours, what, for $149.99?
Nah.
I feel like this is an infomercial, man. Wait, that's not all. We're going to add in the Ryu black belt. Can you imagine wearing that?
Yeah. Just, like that good feeling. Well, that's it for Street Fighter 25th anniversary collection, guys.
So, what else is in anime this
anime is another exciting week.
Awesome, dude.
What's going on in anime is that, guys, we are, going on and on and on and on.
There's always tons of big news.
Yeah. So, Starship Troopers CGI got actually a trailer, guys, from Japan.
Nice.
This is the original books that were made in the 1960s around.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a movie around 1970s, guys. The original classic movie.
Yes.
Well, they're going to finally do a Japanese twist to it. Do a CGI version of it, guys, finally.
Awesome.
Shoot those aliens down, guys. Come on.
Can't forget there was also the 90s version, too. The remake.
Oh, yeah. There was
that one.
Well, the great thing about this film is that, guys, Japanese artists and American screenwriters are actually putting together their powers together to make this cool
CGI movie. Pretty cool.
It's going to get released on July 21st in Japan, and I don't know when it's going to get released in America, so I'll get you guys updates about that.
Of course.
And next update, guys, is Japanese Defense Force recruiting high school students with Gundam Zakuses, guys. So there's a poster where it's saying that, this is a military high school. They're trying to recruit junior high students, saying, come to our school, and they put 2 students and talking about Zakuses because they talk about, you guys could get your future education in robotics and all that crazy stuff they always talk about. Japan has all power to it, guys. Gundam, guys. They use anime to recruit kids to high school.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, can you imagine our schools doing that?
That's crazy.
Yeah. What's a little different education system? We'll talk about that later. My last news in anime is the life-size Gundam virtual pilot auction ended at $9,800, guys.
That's crazy, dude.
You know what's this whole thing about?
What?
Well, Gundam Lifesight got moved into a different Gundam museum area. Well, they upgraded the Gundam by saying, let's open the hatch. Boom. And then they see Amuro there when it was the grand opening time when they did that. But however, now they're saying whoever won this auction, the 9,800, they're going to have a virtual version of that person reanimated. And they're going to be the one who's speaking in it. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah?
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, the great thing about this money is going to charity for tsunami funds.
That's great.
Yeah. That's it for anime this week, guys. What's going in JRock?
You guys hear some exciting JRock news? If you guys remember several weeks ago, I talked about Versailles when they were going to go on their world tour, or their Holy Grail world tour. And, there's some issues in the United States about some copyright issues that's still being sorted out. But anyways, they completed their final show for their ground tour in the CC Lemon Hall, which was awesome. There was tons of Lolitas, housewives, different men throughout the Lolitas, mostly Lolitas, just cheering for these people who want to just rock out to like a mix of Rococo's inspired fashions, fast guitars, hosted drums, and hot bass lines. Yeah. It's really cool. Chateau de Versailles, which is in French, for Holy Grail Grand Tour. For Versailles, you guys can check out more about this only on jworld.com. In other news, if you guys are familiar with the band and Cafe, they were featured at Anime Expo several years ago. They've been on a 2.5 year hiatus, but they are releasing a mini album on August 8th. This will be they're not too sure if it will be a first edition or a limited edition, so you guys can keep on jmworld.com for more information about that. But what they do know is if there will be a limited edition, it'll include a DVD featuring a music video featuring making material and behind the scenes footage, a member photograph, and if there is a first edition, it will include those member photographs signed and autographed.
Wow.
And that'll be all from the Cafe guys, and we're gonna move on to Exist Trance. This band was formed in Tokyo back in 2003. It's an all-girls visual K rock band. They've been trying to increase their international fan base since the KuroCon 2011, and they recently had an East Coast tour on the United States back in March 2012. They've released many singles, but despite that, they are releasing their major album on actually they have already released it on May 23rd. And check out this, guys, because it is their first version. I mean, their first version. I got those words mixed up. Because this is their first full-length album, they've named it Virgin. So if you guys can get the joke there, trying to keep this rated G, they named it Virgin because it's their first album. So, and other news, guys, that's it for this week's JRock news.
One thing is that, a lot of full-on girl bands are coming out because of the anime K-On! Guys.
Yeah, exactly. K-On! That's exactly why.
Yeah, because it's been a big popular demand or something.
That's cool. Well, that's it for JRock news this week, guys. We're going to move right into Brian's video game news.
All right, let's get ready to say Kamehameha!
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, another game is finally coming out again, guys. It's going to be the next Tenkaichi game. However, this is for foreign viewers, Japan.
Of course, arcade fans out there.
Yeah, they're gonna make the arcade game actually. It's a full-on arcade game with a large-scale arcade game where you get to use your Super Saiyans and your villains and all that crazy stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's coming out in mid-July. I don't know the full details about what's gonna happen in America, but however, it's a full arcade game, guys. Check it out. Next, go for another foreign fan video game. Resident Evil lovers, guys out there. Well, this is for Japanese fans first. They're making a life-size game in an abandoned hospital in Japan, guys. This abandoned hospital is used for like movie scenes and all these, drama scenes and everything like that. But they're gonna start from July 19th to August 31st. They're gonna make a life-size Resident Evil game where it's like a haunted mansion type of deal.
That's so cool.
You have to go in and survive and try to come back out of the exit. So the tickets are $40 if you buy it in advance, and then it's $46.
This is almost like a something you do on Halloween, like entering in a.
Yeah, for us it'll be like a haunted house for Halloween.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But this will be awesome, where you probably have to run around and try to survive the whole day.
All the zombies and all that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, last of all, this week is that Capcom has they streamed another release on their Resident Evil Chronicle HD collection. Resident Evil Chronicle collection came out on the Wii actually. First.
Yeah, it did.
It did. It was a full motion sensor game. Shoot all your zombie down, and it was from one. I think it was from Resident Evil 0 to Resident Evil 4 or 5 game.
Yeah.
It was like a whole scene of games. It was like one of your typical arcade games where you shoot things down. Well, they're releasing it on the PS3 finally. It's gonna be downloadable in America at June 28th. What's going on in Blizzard news this week?
Well, Brian, we have some excellent Blizzard news this week, guys. As you guys know already, or if not, the Red Bull Battlegrounds tournament is going on right now in Austin, Texas. The world's top 60 players join D9M and Red Bull as they bring these top 60 players to compete for a prize pool of more than $41,000.
So Red Bull?
Red Bull, man.
So you get Red Bull, then it's at NOS?
No, I know I love NOS, but it's all about Red Bull.
Oh, and then it's in Austin, Texas?
It's in Austin, Texas.
You get your 72-ounce steak with it.
72-ounce steak, man. You eat it, like in 6 hours, you get a plaque on the wall or something like that?
Yeah, and it's free.
Awesome. You saw this on Food Network?
Yeah, it was on.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah,
Food Network.
Yeah.
Always. But you guys can join Day 9 and Red Bull to compete. Not for you guys, but for the top 60 players to compete in a prize pool of more than $41K. And of that $41K, 15 grand is going to the first place prize winner. So join Day 9 and Husky and Artosis, Tastes, and many other casters as they bring this tournament to you guys. If you guys can't make it, you guys can join the live stream on the Red Bull Battlegrounds website. In other news, Blizzard's bringing you guys some excellent wallpapers. Brian, the classic or hardcore gamer always needs that background that wants to define who they are.
Definitely, I know. I've always been doing that.
Exactly. If you are playing Warcraft, you want like a Cataclysm background or whatever it is. Well, I have some good news for you guys. every Friday, StarCraft 2, StarCraft 2, Diablo 3, and World of Warcraft wallpapers are going to be available through Blizzard. And this week's wallpaper is the Protoss Mothership. So, awesome. So you guys want to see what it looks like? Just type it on Google, or better yet, go to battle.net to see exactly what it looks like. It's awesome, guys. Remember, it's every Friday. And last but not least, Diablo 3. As you guys know, May 15th it was. May 15th, it was released. There was tons of bugs, tons of stuff. It was rated 9 out of 5 out of 10 on IGN. I think mainly because of the bugs. But now, some good news. Most of the bugs and anomalies have been cured, have been taken out through patches, many, many patches. As Brian said earlier to me off camera, every time a new game comes out, there's tons of bugs always, Brian, right?
Yeah, definitely. But, Blizzard always brings their better updates after.
Yeah, they do. Always. Well, you guys can still download it. They're still trying to get through the bugs, but it's not as many as before. Well, guys, that's all the news we have this week. You said you want to add something?
Yeah, I wanted to add something.
Go ahead, go for it. Tell our fans out there what it is.
Well, on June 9th, guys, we're actually going to have an update, and we're going to have a preview to AX 2012.
Yes, for you guys.
So, guys, stay tuned for
that.
Yeah.
And we also have some good news for you guys. As you guys know, Brian is going to college. I go to UCLA. I dorm. Next week is going to be our last Fusion video. Isn't it awesome, guys? So
that would be awesome.
From now on, we're going to be together filming. So you guys don't have to suffer through that anymore. So
we're going to have more bonding time.
Yes, more male bonding. Yeah. Of course, not in a gay way. Well, guys, that's it for this week. Please join us next week as we bring you guys the latest news on anime, JRock, video games, and Blizzard news, guys. Remember to like us on Facebook, check out our Twitter, and make sure you tune in.
And tune into our website, too.
And we have a website, too, www.bentosummerextreme.web.com. That, again, is www.bentosummerextreme.web.com. We'll put it below in the video description. Well, guys, that's it. And remember to always bento your samurai to the extreme!